to be fair, an absolute cracker.
Yeah,
I mean,
4-3, 4-0 at half time, brought it back to 4-3. Spicy last 10 minutes.
One, is that a free kick? For me, yes. He's not gone to play the ball. Is it dog zone? No.
Good morning, everyone. So, it is match day. So we're going out for our pre-match walk now. As always, loosens the legs off a little bit, keeps us going, mentally gets us checking in for the game. That's why I like doing it, even if it is a little bit wet. It's not ideal. So today's FA Trophy. We've got 2 Step 4 teams playing in 2 different leagues. So they've never played each other. Well, never is a strong word, but they may not have played each other in a long time. It is Raynes Vale versus Beckenham. Beckenham, who I do quite regularly, being in the Isthmian League, and Raynes Vale being in the Isthmian League as well, but just a different branch of it. So we're ready to go. We're looking forward to it. It's about a 2-hour drive, so it's a long old journey, but you know, that's why we get up a little bit earlier, plan for the day. So we're gonna go for a walk, pick up some sweets for my assistants, and then gear up. Today's game goes straight to pens. There's no replay in the trophy, so that's always good to check beforehand. Is make sure you check the rules beforehand, otherwise games get suspended, have to be replayed. It just doesn't look nice for you as like the referee. So even if you're an assistant referee, check the rules, just because it's always good that somebody knows in case of any confusion. So I checked up all the rules last night when I had my legs on. So yeah, let's get this show on the road. So we've done the game. How did you find it?
It was alright. I think, to be fair, it was an absolute cracker.
Yeah, 4-3, 4-0 at half time. Brought it back to 4-3. Spicy last 10 minutes.
Yeah, and I think it was also one of those typical, I hate saying, but it was a game of 2 halves, wasn't it?
It was 100%, yeah.
You had 4-0 half time and then you 4-3 full time. So yeah, it was one of those mental ones from the referee. You've got to really switch on.
Yeah, absolutely. And I thought we worked well as a team.
Yeah, we did.
Even when buzzers went down because they ran out of batteries in the first half, our communications without the buzzers was great, and that helped us massively.
Yeah, I think we just prioritised having more eye contact, didn't we?
Absolutely.
That was it, and I think that's that's why sometimes it's good in the pre-season sometimes to do a game without buzzers.
Absolutely, yeah, and that's what we did in this pre-season. So, for you, developments for me, or what do you think I did well?
The talking, because let's face it, it's a game where players thought they're cruising to 90 minutes, nice easy victory, and then you actually had to deal with that. If we let this league go, that's on us. So I think, to actually manage a game where you're going to have one team absolutely going for it, coming back from 4-0 down, to manage those tackles coming in and those time wasting and that constant kind of trying to delay tactics, I think done really well.
Yeah.
Really well doing that.
I think the one thing that we picked up on is at half-time, the team losing 4-0, were like, let's get in. Like, they didn't have their tails between their legs, and for us, that was an indication of be ready for the first 10 minutes.
Absolutely.
And they scored in that first 10 minutes, didn't they?
Yeah, no, they were really good today. I think coming back, and it was good that you switched on to that.
Yeah, that's the things you've got to look for. So, but yeah, all good.
No, definitely.
You managed the benches today.
Yeah.
You know, got any tips and tricks about managing the benches?
Just talk to them.
Yeah.
You know, don't try and act like you're deaf, because then they just lose respect for you, because they know you can hear them. But don't give one there's a line, you've got to concentrate. But build that rapport from the off, even at team sheet exchange. Just get that handshaking, get their eye contact, and just work with them from the off.
Yeah.
That's all they ask for. They don't. You're not there to be a robot. But just talk to them.
Absolutely, yeah. And obviously, as a REFSIX user, what is your favourite feature of the app?
I think that it's just knowing your work rate zones, your distance kind of, and you know you've got the split of walk, jog, run. One that I want a bit more is probably the sprinting aspects, but yeah.
So does that mean that, so you needed to do that helps with your training, yeah?
Absolutely, I'm definitely doing more plyometric work, and I'm hoping to get a few more higher level sprints, which means obviously plyo work, power, high sprint speeds, which obviously goes hand in hand.
Yeah, so that's what you're using the app for training and stuff, you know, seeing that. Yeah, that's good.
And also the zones, obviously it's different when you're on the line because you are in one area, but obviously for yourself today you can see where your patrol path is and everything that goes with it.
Yeah, absolutely, so yeah, love that. Anyway, where are you next?
I'm not sure. I'm moving into my university for second year house, so currently no game Saturday, no game midweek, but I may change.
Okay, well,
apart from that, out with Pablo.
yeah, nice. Good luck in the next one. Catch you in a bit.
No, you take care, mate.
So, FA Trophy analysis. Raynes Park Vale versus Beckenham. What a game. 4-3. Team went 4-0 up. Team brought it back to 4-3. So there are a couple of things that we're going to look into this game, and you know, I'm going to show you a couple of triggers that I noticed that helped me in the game. So statistically, let's have a look. So going on REFSIX, in terms of stats, I ran 11.18k, 11.81k, sorry. Again, similarly, ran more in the first half than I do the second half. That's just the style of refereeing that I like to do. 64 sprints, about every 90 seconds. Makes sense. There was quite a lot of long balls, ends to ends, towards the latter stages of the match. Obviously, with the team being 4-3, there's a lot going on. So there's a lot to unpack here. Some really nice big sprints. If we look in the first half here, we see one that starts from one corner of the box, and then get really wide, and then come in as well. So I'm really happy with that. It shows that I'm on my patrol path and doing all the right things. But let's get into the stuff. We actually got given the full footage from Raynes Park Vale, which is really nice of them to send over. So we've uploaded it into the video replay tool, which I will give you, if I put a link here, that will show you how to, you know, use the video replay tool. And if you are looking to get REFSIX Pro, which is what this feature is, there's a link in our description for that, where you can get 20% off. So take advantage of that, because this tool is really good. It helps with analysis, helps with contextual decision making, you know, that gut feeling where you think, did I get that right? Was that a little bit too harsh? This gets it all done there and then. So let's get straight into it. I want to look at the 2 yellow cards. The first one being a foul. So it comes from a corner from the other side. So we want to watch position and movement here. Am I a little bit close to play here? Probably not, for the simple reason that there's a lot of crowded areas in there. I'm always on my toes. So here we can see a quick break and me going with the quick break. Really important here. As you can see, John is rapid. This is that big sprint I was telling you about. He's done the player, and there's the free kick. So there are 2 things to unpack here that I'm sure everyone's already noticed. One, is that a free kick? For me, yes, he's not gone to play the ball. Is it Dogso? No. That was the question. I don't think it is Dogso. He wasn't totally in control of the ball, in my opinion. I think there is an argument for Dogso, actually. And I think let's look at it again. The second one is obviously the player kicking the ball away. So let's review, yeah? The first challenge comes in here. The second challenge comes in here. That's where the decision is made. So in my head, I'm thinking yellow, yellow, yellow. That's probably what I'm saying out loud as well. So let's look at the Dogso decision. 1, defenders, instantly cover, or direction. He's going towards goal, tick. Covering defenders, I'm going to say yes, and I'm going to say it's this fella here. I think that's the 6. I think he's a covering defender. For me, he's coming across. So for me, that's the covering defender. So that takes Dogso out of the equation. And that's all really I need to know. But for me, that is a yellow card anyway for reckless play or, you know, bringing down an opponent. So I think everyone expects a yellow card there. There's a couple of questions for Dogzo, and I said this covering defender. I'm in a good position. I'm up with play. I'm at a slight angle to it as well, so I can see exactly what's going on here. And the second one is the kicking the ball away. You can see I've just given the free kick, and he pumps it out of the stadium. Now, because I'm going through a caution procedure anyway, and I think it is the player that makes the foul that I'm going to caution. So they're all running anyway. The questions we need to ask are, is it deliberate? Yes. Is it impactful? No. Because I was already going to caution him, has he actually delayed the restart of the game? So by the time I've actually got the player to caution, there's already another ball on the pitch. So I've not started anything yet. In my opinion, that's what this is for. Had this been me not cautioning and then wanting to play a quick free kick, then yes. But because I've already started that ceremonial procedure, I think that I've done the right thing here for what does the game expect, and in the spirit of football. I don't think cautioning him is the right decision. I do think admittedly that would have been two yellow cards into a red, which would have been a big, bold decision, but I don't think him kicking the ball away has impacted the restart, because he hasn't actually delayed the restart. Kicking the ball away isn't an offence. The offence is C4, which is delaying the restart. But I would love to know your comments. Do you think, one, it's a Dogzo? So there's two red cards potentially here. Do you think it's a Dogzo, one, and do you think it's a second yellow card for delaying the restart? And my logic to both of these is no, for those exact reasons. The first goal is what I would like to look at. So after 2 minutes, we've got a lot that goes on. Beckenham are playing in red, Raynes are playing in blue. So there's a lot of like balls in the air. So what we've got to make sure is that we're looking at where the drop zone is. And once again, it's me being on a quick break, looking across at my assistant, getting nice and wide, and then I'm there as it comes. So that's, I think, for me, like toot my own horn here, I think that's good movement from me, recognising, not watching the ball, watching where the drop zone are, and then going through. So, you know, positive things there. That's what we're looking at, arc and run. And then we have the last thing that I want to talk about, which is the other yellow card. So once again, we can see I'm in a good position here. I knew there wasn't a lot of pressure from the goalkeeper, but I am in the way here, which is if we pause it, this is not really where we want to be. So for me, starting position is good here. There's no pressure on the ball. My assistant is there doing all the right things. I'm slowly squeezing the cross play. I'm in between the defenders and the midfielders, so I'm in a nice space. What I'm not doing, as you can see, I've watched the ball and then I'm looking at the drop zone here, but I'm not looking over my shoulder because here is where I'm going to be wanting to go. And that's a high chance of where the ball's going to go. So when the ball goes here, I've probably got too close to play, squeezed a little bit too much. So then obviously we go from here. And I was obviously in the way. So then what I need to do is stop, take a step back, let the play build up in front of me. I'm quick enough to get round again, but we've also got to be aware that this player is ready for a switch, so I'm really going to have to get on my bike if that happens. But the player has not played the ball, but played the man. And for me, that's an easy yellow card. I get my yellow card out straight away, so everybody knows. He knows it's coming, but it's just about being calm in that process. Not being too aggressive. I didn't need to shove a yellow card up his nose. I just needed to be nice and calm, keep him with me so I know everybody knows he's being cautioned, and then you let him back into play. So those are the kind of things that we're looking at in these scenarios. But, you know, I think there's some good bits in there. I'm really interested to hear what your thoughts are on that Dogzo / second yellow card for delaying the restart. I, having watched it back for the first time, do believe that I am correct in both law and in you know, what the game expected in the day. There wasn't a lot of player reaction for it. There was a couple of questions which I gave solid, like, honest answers back. But yeah, please let me know what you guys think. But that's everything that we've got in the vlog for today. Another great game. You know, some learnings for it. You know, in terms of like little bits of positioning that we can take into the next game as well. My movement's good. I feel like I'm refereeing well at the moment, which is always nice at the start of the season. But thanks very much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you at the next REFSIX vlog.